Unit 28, Gateway. In recent years, urban transport professionals globally have largely acquiesced to the view that automobile demand in cities needs to be managed rather than accommodated. Rising incomes inevitably lead to increases in motorization. Even without the imperative of climate change, the physical constraints of densely inhabited cities and the corresponding demands of accessibility, mobility, safety, air pollution, and urban livability all limit the option of expanding road networks purely to accommodate this rising demand. As a result, as cities develop and their residents become more prosperous, persuading people to choose not to use cars becomes an increasingly key focus of city managers and planners. Improving the quality of alternative options, such as walking, cycling, and public transport, is a central element of this strategy. However, the most direct approach to managing automobile demand is making motorized travel more expensive or restricting it with administrative rules. The contribution of motorized travel to climate change reinforces this imperative. Exercise 1. Connecting the current offline population will be a difficult undertaking. Many of the remaining unserved areas are geographically challenging to reach due to rough terrain or remote location, thus raising providers' costs and pushing broadband services further out of reach of low-income households. However, more affordable and accessible internet is becoming a reality in parts of the world, thanks to satellite technologies emerging as an alternative to expanding access at lower costs to remote locations across the planet. For example, a network of orbital satellites operated by an American spacecraft manufacturer has launched 1,735 satellites into orbit since 2019. According to the company, the satellite network is ideally suited for areas of the globe where connectivity has typically been a challenge. Unbounded by traditional ground infrastructure, the network can deliver high-speed broadband internet to locations where access has been unreliable or completely unavailable. Exercise 2. Data will be generated from everywhere. Cars, smartphones, bodies, minds, homes, and cities will be sources of massive amounts of information that will grow exponentially and flow at an unprecedented speed over the internet. In the years ahead, the expression, less is more, will have a greater level of importance as to how you integrate the ocean of insights coming your way, and will aid you to understand the world around you. The amount of information and media surrounding us will be impracticable to process and retrieve. You can leave that for the machines, which can process data faster and more accurately than we can. Your job will be to focus on what matters most to you. The key to an easy digital future is not so much accessing a tsunami of data, but how you comprehend and translate it into new contexts, scenarios, and ideas. Exercise 3. The above graph shows the percentages of UK adults owning digital devices in 2008 and 2018. Among the 10 devices surveyed, smartphones showed the highest percentage of ownership in 2018, with nearly 8 out of every 10 UK adults owning one. In 2008, DVD players had the highest percentage of ownership, immediately followed by desktop PCs. As to the ownership rate in 2018, DAB radios and DVD players came second on the list, at 64% each. Tablets, smart TVs, wearables, and smart speakers had 0% ownership rates in 2008, but they all showed increases in 2018.
Three devices, DVD players, desktop PCs and MP3 players, experienced a decrease in their ownership rates during the period from 2008 to 2018.